I would like to speak about women who work long hours. Let's say they are doctors and they work night shifts, and that's how they survive. They drink lots of coffee, they use caffeine. So how they can stay awake in these long hours, let's say without caffeine?
Well, you know, this is definitely one. First of all, I would say this is definitely against the nature of this body to stay awake in the night, because this body is not designed. But then if you drink coffee or you drink some, you know, this cold drinks, or you drink these kind of things, then you are actually creating more problem for the body, because one, your body is staying awake, it is against the natural law, night you should sleep. But of course, this is something which is not under our control. There are jobs now you have to do at night, which is okay, fine. But then on top of that, if you are drinking coffee, or you are drinking a lot of black tea, or you know, maybe drinking some other stimulating things, so that's an instant stimulation of the system. But ultimately it is going to create weakness. So you have to find things which also give stimulation and which also not give you weakness, they give you energy. So there are many such things. For example, very simple is, you know, even if you just keep drinking water, hydration is very important. Our body is 70% water. So in the night time, keep drinking some water. If it is winter time, you can have some herbal teas. There are nice, you know, herbal teas. You can have some ginger tea with some honey. It's very nice. Ginger is little bit stimulating also, and it is energetic. Of course, don't take cold drinks. You know, don't take anything cold. Don't take anything dry, crunchy, crispy. Some nice soup will be good source of energy. You can put some butter or some ghee in that. You know, it will be really anything which is lubricating, because when you stay awake in the night, the vata dosha increases, and vata is dry, and it is really like, you know, it creates lot of you know, kind of problems in the body, especially it drains your energy. So if you are drinking coffee, you are actually ultimately increasing more vata. So because if you are drinking large quantity of coffee, then it will increase vata also. So it will create dryness in the body. You might have experienced people who drink coffee, they might have experienced that after drinking coffee, your mouth becomes dry. So try to find, you know, some natural drinks. There are natural energy drinks you can make. Almond milk is very nice. You know, you can you know, grind some almond and mix in the milk, add some cardamom, very nice, you know, gives a nice flavor also. So this is what you can take in the night time. Of course, don't forget to drink water. Keep splashing some water in your eyes, you know, wash your face. This will take away your sleepiness. And in the morning when you go home, very important, you must take a shower with warm water, drink some warm water, do some oil massage with sesame oil, so that every day whatever vata increases in the night, next morning you balance it, and then have a nice breakfast, and you can go to sleep, you know, and take rest, you know.
I would like to talk about coffee. Many scientists and many studies say that moderate amounts of coffee are good for our health, but I also read many studies which say that coffee is like a legal drug and you can get very addicted to it. What are Ayurveda's views on coffee, on this drink?
See, when we analyze Ayurvedically, definitely in Ayurveda, when we have to analyze a particular herb or a particular thing, one thing is, in the natural state, if we take it, it has benefits, you know. But when it is processed and it is made into concentrated form, then it creates problems, you know. So when you say moderate amount, maybe that is referring to the natural form of coffee in small quantity, because in that state it definitely, you know, gives little bit of stimulation, you know, just kind of like you might have felt whenever you drink some coffee, you feel little bit stimulation in the body. Of course, it increases pitta, and it is also in large quantities when you take it, also increases vata. So in that respect, it is not good for the body. It is not good for your digestive system. Your appetite goes low. Of course, it then creates an impact on the formation of various dhatus in the body. If you are drinking a lot of coffee, your dhatus will become weak. and your Agni will become weak. So, a lot of toxins will be produced in the body, and that will lead to many diseases. That is why, as you said, that some people think it is like a drug. You get addicted to this because it actually stimulates your system a little bit, like alcohol, for example, or in nicotine, for example. So, you should be very careful. In Ayurveda, we are not very fanatic. We talk about the balance. So, if once in a while, if you have to drink little bit of coffee, it's okay, but drinking too much coffee and every day, then it becomes a problem.
I would like to ask you, what in your opinion, or in Ayurveda's opinion, are the energy drainers? Where we lose our energy?
I think according to Ayurveda, the main thing that drains our energy is when we are not living according to our nature. We are not in harmony with our nature. So, it is like when you are doing something opposite to your nature. So, this is the main reason. For example, if somebody has a Pitta nature or a Vata nature, and they are eating foods which are not in harmony with their nature, or it could be also at mental level, or at the level of your job, for example. Suppose in the job you don't, according to your nature, you don't fit into your job. So, that is also going to drain your energy. For example, a Kapha person, he likes to be sedentary. So, if he is always sitting, then he will be very sedentary and he will become very sleepy and lazy. So, he needs to little bit of move, he needs some movement. So, if a Vata person is also again given a job where he is completely bound to some place, it is not good for him. He likes to move, he enjoys that. So, that is another drainer of energy. When you are doing a job which is not as per your nature, when you are eating food which is not as per your nature, and then of course all these things that we see in the modern world, eating a lot, drinking a lot, having a lot of sexual activities, indulging in those kind of things, this also drains your energy. And of course, if the quality of food is not good and you are eating that food a lot, then it will create more toxins in the body. So, that also drains. And of course, we do not forget the stress that we have. There is no real love in our life. So, when there is no love, then there is no real relations, you can say. When you feel lonely, that also is very bad for energy. Your energy is drained and you feel very tired and weak.
Could you tell a little bit more about ojas, what it is and where we can get it, from where we get it?
Ojas, as we say in Ayurveda, is the vital energy, is the essence of all the dhatus, all the tissues, or you can say it is the essence of all the food that we eat, whether it is some physical food or what you watch or what you hear, or the mental food. Everything ultimately gets converted into ojas, the energy which is responsible at physical level. We call it immunity. So, simple word to understand is immunity. So, if somebody has a strong ojas, then he will be or she will be healthy at the physical level. At the mental level, it is your mental power. So, your determination power, your strength to handle situations, stressful situations, your strength to deal with the emotional situations, is that also is coming from ojas. And of course, at the spiritual level, if you have good ojas, you can easily understand the absolute truth. You can understand the real purpose of life. You can see many people, they do not understand at all. You teach them so much, you teach them whatever you want, they do not understand because low ojas. And some people who have strong ojas, they can automatically understand even without much reading or much learning. They can have this understanding about what is the real purpose of life. So, this is in brief ojas, and in Ayurveda we pay a lot of attention to this energy, because in Ayurveda we talk about health, and health is connected with ojas also. When ojas is strong, then you stay healthy. When ojas is low, then toxins will build up in the body or in the mind, and you will have mental and physical diseases.